First thing we need to look at is the Portuguese potatoes, and we need to coat those with the oil because those onions are starting to caramelise now, so they're looking pretty good. Let's check those chickens and see how they're doing. For cooking your chickens to perfection, you need to cook them for 15 minutes per pound of chicken. We had a 5 pound chicken there, and so that's going to take 1 hour 15 minutes, and then you add 15 minutes for good measure. Now to me they look pretty well done. What you do is you just cut down the side of the leg and have a little look, and if the juice is clear, you know that chicken's ready, and that one is ready. Check the other one. And that one's ready too. Brilliant. So soon we're going to be able to eat. Now it's time to get the vegetables ready. These are only going to need about 10 minutes, so let's prep them up. And this evening we're going to have some curly leaf kale and some carrots. Simple as that. So again, I'm going to just chop these into circles. Nice and quick. Keep your fingertips out of the way of the knife, and remember to chuck the ends of the carrots into your stock. Okay. This is your stock pot. This has got all your vegetable debris in it that you've been throwing in all afternoon, so you're getting the goodness there from the vegetables boiling into your stock. Obviously you're using filtered water. A standard filter like this one will do, but if you're sensible you get something under the sink which really cleans your water properly. Now we're going to do something quite special here. We're going to use a colander to steam the vegetables that we're going to eat. So some of the goodness is going to drip from the vegetables into our stock, so we're going to lose none of the goodness. Plus, if you're steaming, you don't boil the vitamin C content right down. We're just going to quickly steam them for 5 or 10 minutes, and then we're going to serve up. Now that water's boiling, we're going to get some of the veg in. And then we want our curly leaf kale in there on top. Now don't worry if it sticks slightly out of the colander, because that will steam down very, very quickly. Just push that in nicely, and then we'll whack a lid on top. You'll be able to see when they're done, you've got this see-through lid. Okay, it's not a science laboratory, but we're just looking, tasting and seeing what the difference is. Okay, let's have a little look at this chicken and this one. From where I'm looking, this chicken has got cooking juices. They're not all fat, and they're going to supply some good tasty flavour to our gravy we'll use in a minute. This one is swimming in fat. This chicken didn't get to run around when it was alive, so unfortunately it accumulated a lot of body fat in a short amount of time. It's fed the wrong kind of grains. Just the general state of this chicken. This is a lean chicken. This is a bit of a porker, and you can see that if you eat that, or if you eat the fat in the pan, or use the fat in the pan to make a gravy, it's going to make you fat. Okay, we're going to use the juice from the nice organic chicken to make our stock, and Sanj, and she's going to take you through how to make a delicious gravy.
Okay, so in this pan we've got our organic chicken juices already, and we're going to add a sort of dessert tablespoonful of corn flour to thicken the gravy a little bit. And you keep stirring the cooking juices and the corn flour and you get a thick emulsion. So that's the base of your gravy. So today we're going to make a gravy with some red wine and some rosemary and some honey. But you could make it with anything you like. You could make a ginger and sesame gravy. You can add anything you want to vary things each week. So once you've started to get a thick emulsion, just add a dash of red wine. You've got a giant bottle of red wine here, but any red wine will do. Just add a good dash and then keep stirring until it starts to take on the fats and the cooking juices. Then we're going to add a spoonful of English honey, which is a really good ingredient. Just about a dessert spoonful, but you can do this to taste. Somebody likes a sweeter flavour, some people don't. I'm going to add some fresh rosemary I've just picked from the garden and given a quick chop into the pan. A chicken stock cube. It's an organic stock cube and it doesn't have any MSG included in the ingredients, which is quite important because that can really spoil the flavour and it's not very good for you. So I'm going to add that in. Next week, if you've already made your chicken stock and you reserve a little beaker full in the fridge, you can use that in your gravy the week after, which is a really good idea. But as we're doing this from scratch today, we're just going to use a stock cube. The other thing I'm going to add is a teaspoonful of whole grain mustard, because it gives a nice flavour to the gravy. So you just keep giving that a stir and leave it on the boil until you're ready to serve.
The chicken's ready, the Portuguese potatoes are nice and crispy, the veg is done and the gravy's ready, and now we're ready to eat.